Hey, what's going on? This is Dee Car Lady with Team Dee Car Lady coming at you. All right, today we're going to talk about how to integrate Sendshark Autoresponder with Clickfunnels. And this is just going to be part one of a part two series, okay? All right, so basically I'm going to show you guys how to integrate that autoresponder with Clickfunnels, because if you're like me, I really, do like Clickfunnels. I like other platforms as well, but I definitely like ClickFunnels. So anytime I get a new autoresponder, I want to make sure that they really do integrate with ClickFunnels well, and it's a seamless type of transaction, right? So definitely you want to stick around until the end, all right? Because you already know I got a couple cool bonuses for you, all right? So let's go ahead and dive into it. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this. All right, you're definitely going to go ahead and log into your Sendshark account at sendshark.com, and you'll wind up here. All right, so before we begin this really quick, I'm going to just let you know that some of the things, the fields that you see me fill out and things that I tell you to fill out, they can be filled out differently, but I'm going to tell you the exact way that I do it, okay, and it'll turn out perfectly fine. All right, so anyhow, we're going to go ahead, and the first thing we're going to do is add a campaign. All right, so we're going to go to campaigns and go down to add a campaign. All right, and next we're going to go ahead and fill out this information. You're going to name the campaign whatever you want. What I typically do is I'll name the campaign based upon the opportunity, the biz op that people are going to be opting into. So let's say, and just for an example, we're going to be using this particular campaign for Easy 1-Up. Okay, over in the description, I typically leave that blank. Okay, over in the email settings, this is the from email. Basically, this is the email address that you want people to see when they opt in, and they start getting your email sequence. What email address are they going to see that it's coming from? All right, and what I suggest is use a custom domain email. Like, if you got your domain name from GoDaddy, it's very popular. Ask them how you can get an actual email address to match that. That's going to help you with deliverability of the emails as well. All right, and that way you don't have any warnings pop up. Okay, so let's say if you used a Yahoo or just a Gmail, sometimes you'll get a warning that pops up. All right, and I'm gonna just put one in. All right, just so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm just going to put a regular email address in there from like a Yahoo, okay? And you'll see the warning pop up in just a moment, so follow me. All right, now the reply to email is the email that they can, then reply to, all right? And typically you want that to be the same, right? Now you don't have to have it the same if you want to have a from email address that they see, but then when they reply, it'll actually, go to a different email address. If that's the way you want it, fine. Then you can do that. It's not going to mess anything up. All right. So let's go ahead and put that in there just in case that's what you want to do. All right. Now you see how that warning pops up right here. All right. It's just giving you a warning. But like I said, you can use it that way. If all you have is a free email account, then use what you got. All right. But personally, all right, I have a custom domain account. Okay. So I'm going to put that in there. Instead, okay? So, all right, now the notification, all right, this is if you want to receive notifications when people opt into your page, all right, you can put an email address that you want to receive notifications to. Now, you can receive these notifications at any email address that you want, okay, and there won't be any alerts that pop up. For instance, let's say if I want to receive the notifications here at a Gmail account, all right? I definitely could, and you see no alerts popped up, so that's perfectly fine. All right, that means when someone opts into my page, I'm gonna get a notification letting me know, hey, you got a subscriber, all right? Next thing right here where it says company name and website URL, I leave that blank personally. Like I said, you can fill those out if you desire to, and it'll let you know exactly what that means for the website URL if you put it in there. But I'm gonna show you how to, throughout this tutorial, you're gonna see how to actually be able to redirect people on your page. So you don't have to use that space, but you can if you like. I'm going to leave it blank. Right here it says unsubscribe text and activation text. I'm going to leave that blank as well. Down here it says notify about new subscriber. I'm going to click that, all right, because I do want to be notified when I get an opt-in. If you don't want to be notified, then uncheck it, all right? All right, so for these purposes, I'm going to show you exactly how I set it up, okay, and it works wonderful, all right? So go ahead down here and hit create new. All right, now what you want to do, okay, because typically the way that this is set up, okay, is that the only fields that it'll automatically have with Sendshark is it'll have, you know, the name and it'll have the email. So if there's something else that you want to collect on your opt-in page that you're going to create, you know, on Clickfunnels, then you want to go ahead and add those fields in what's called a custom field. You want to do that now. All right, so what we'll do is go over here to custom fields, okay? All right, and over here on custom fields, okay, we're just going to use this drop down to choose the particular campaign. And remember, we just created the one called Easy One Up. So we're going to choose that because that's the one that we're doing, okay? All right, and a popular custom field will be the phone number if you want to collect the phone number. Now you can collect, you know, whatever type of information that is normally collected, right? But I do like to collect the phone number sometimes, depending upon the biz op, and sometimes just the name and email. But the point of the matter is, if you want to collect something else like the phone number, all right, then type that in there. If you want to collect the address, then type that in there. So we'll just put in phone number at this particular point for this particular campaign of Easy One Up, okay? Go ahead and hit update. All right, we got that done. Now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and add some follow-ups into your campaign, okay? Some messages, all right? Some emails, all right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and go up to message, go down to message down here, all right? And I'm just going to scroll this down here, okay? And we're going to go to follow-up, okay? And when we go to follow-up, this is where you can actually see if you have any follow-ups already in here. Now, of course, we just created this, so we won't. All right, but I just wanted to show you this area because you can toggle between other things that you have. Like I made a particular campaign for Funnel X ROI, and you see I have some messages there. All right, but in this case, the one that we're dealing with is the one that we just created for Easy One Up. Okay, so we need to actually add some follow-ups because we don't have any in there. All right, so let's go to add follow-up. And just for terminology's sake, because you may be used to other autoresponders, a follow-up is basically like a email sequence, okay? That's pretty much what a follow-up is, just an email. All right, now up here in the very first one, all right, it'll say send after 1, all right? That means days after the previous message. Okay, so this is going to be our very first message, right? And typically you want your very first message to go out immediately. All right, so in order to have it go out immediately, meaning as soon as someone opts in, you know, to your page, you want that email message to immediately shoot over to them. All right, so then what you're going to do is put 0. Okay, you're going to put 0. All right, and then what you're going to do is go down here to subject line. All right, and put in whatever subject you want. It may be something like welcome, whatever subject line you want. Now, guys, typically when you sign up for different business opportunities, they may have some, you know, email swipes to go along with it, or you may get some email swipes in a bonus package for joining different individuals. I definitely provide email swipes for biz op type of opportunities when people join me in different opportunities. So you may be able to take advantage of that. Okay. So anyhow, you got the subject line and it may say welcome. Okay, cool. All right. And just go ahead and show you this right here. If you do want to kind of personalize it, all right, let's say if you want to say welcome Joe, right? Let's say that's the contact's name, right? So what you can do is right here it says activation URL. It has a drop down. All right, you go ahead and drop it down. Scroll on down. And this is pulling up the subscriber's information here. It's a first name. You can hit that and then hit go. All right, and this right here where it has this percent sign and all that, that'll basically take the place of, you know, whoever is a subscriber, their first name. All right. All right, then you want to go ahead and if you have an email that you want to write out, if you want to paste one out, whatever it is, you may, you know, I'm just going to put something in there generic, but you put in what you want. All right. Thank you for opting in. Dee Car Lady. All right. Now, of course, you know, yours is going to be more elaborate than that, but I'll cover, you know, actually, you know, making the email look a little nicer and everything on another video. All right. So let's go ahead and go down. We made our message there. All right. And this is optional if you, you know, are doing, if you want to make the message just in text format, like with no links, you can do that, but it's optional. All right. I personally don't do it. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit add. Okay. All right, so we added that message there, okay, and that lets us know that in this campaign for Easy One Up that we just made, right, we have that message, all right? And I'm going to go ahead and show you how to add another message while we're here. The reason why I'm going to show you that is because what you want to do, this is what I'm recommending, that you probably want to put about 7 days worth of messages in there to start with, all right, before people start opting in. That way, that'll at least give you a week kind of grace period. You know, if you get busy and all that stuff, you know, you don't have a whole bunch of time to do all of your sequence. Like, let's say your sequence is like 20 emails long, right? If you start with 7, you know, and then you come back at it in a few days, you'll always stay ahead, right? So nobody will be left on your list and not get any emails, right? So that's just a little tip for you, okay? So that's the reason I'm going to show you how to add another one right from here. All right, so you can go over here to Actions, and it has, hover over the plus sign, it says Add. All right, so you click it. And then this is very important, okay? Now, where it says Send After, now remember, this is the second email, okay? Remember that other one was the first one, we put it on 0, right? Here's the deal. After the first one that you put on 0, every other email, all right, if you want the email to go out 1 email per day, then every other email is just going to have a 1 there. All right. Now, I know some other providers, it'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4, but in this particular Sendshark Autoresponder, it'll just go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, right? That's if you want the emails to go out every single day, right? Because all you have to do is read the instructions. It says days after the previous message, right? So if it's 1 day after the previous message, that means you're getting 1 every day. If you want to space it out, totally space it out. Totally put 3 there if you want to, you know, wait 3 days, however you want to do it. But if you want to send an email every single day, then you would just leave that at 1, you know, for all the other emails other than the very first email. Okay, just wanted to point that out. All right, once again, you put the subject line. You say, you can say whatever you want. Don't forget about me. Okay. And then going down here, and let's just say, you know, once again, this is just for demo purposes. This is a great opportunity. Yeah. All right. All right. So let's just say that's your second email. Once again, you go down and hit Add. Okay. All right, and you can scroll down and see that message has been added. Once again, I recommend that you at least put 7 in there to begin with, so that way none of your subscribers are, you know, ever without getting an email. All right, so let's say you go ahead and have your 7 in there, or however many you want to do, right? Now what we need to do is we need to go ahead and create a form, okay? So that way we can go ahead and, you know, get this integration done. So now what we're going to do is go down here to Forms, okay? I'm going to scroll down so you can see the rest, all right? And we're going to create a form, okay? All right, and notice up here, all right, the campaign that we're on is Easy One Up. So you just want to make sure that you're on the correct campaign that you're creating the form for. So if you want to, you know, create a form for any other campaign that you did, go ahead and hit that drop down. But we're doing it for Easy One Up. So that's what we're going to create a form for, okay? All right, now you put in the form name, and you can put in whatever, you know, the form name is that you want, that you can remember. What I personally do is I'll use the last part of the actual opt-in page that I've already created on Clickfunnels, right? I'll use the very last part of the opt-in page, the very last verbiage on the opt-in page. So it may say something like, I think one of mine says something like bonus opt-in or something like that, okay? That's what I do. The reason being, it just helps me kind of keep up with things, okay? That doesn't mean that you have to. You can name it whatever you like as long as it's tasteful, right? Okay, now down here for the thank you page, right? Now this is very important, guys. All right, you can choose different thank you pages that are already made for you, but this is what I do, okay? I go to custom URL, because what's going to happen, all right, you want the people who opt in to go to whatever the next page is, right? So whatever the next page is in your funnel is where you want them to go. So what you're going to do is you're going to put, okay, follow me, you're going to put that link to that second page in here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab one of those links to my second page, so that way I can paste it in there. All right, I'm over here in my Clickfunnels account, and I'm just going to choose one of my funnels here, okay, that I already have created, just so that I can, show you what I'm talking about. All right. Now, let's say in this particular funnel, you see this one right here is the actual opt-in page, right? Actual opt-in page. But the second page that it goes to after a person opts in is this second page right here. All right. So remember, that is the link that we want to put over in our form. So we're just going to go ahead and get that actual link, okay? So we're going to hit this button here and copy that actual link. Copy that. All right, and then we'll go ahead and take that back over to put in our form. All right, paste it here, boop, and paste it here too. All right, so we're going to paste it in both of these spots right here. All right, the thank you page and the already subscribed thank you page. All right, so that way when someone opts into the page that we're going to use, they will automatically go to that second page where you want them to go. All right, so now we don't put anything in ad tracking unless you're tracking something, right? Then we're going to leave that blank. We're going to leave this blank, and also we're going to leave double opt-in blank unless you want to do double opt-in. I personally don't want to do double opt-in, so I'm going to leave it blank. Pretty simple, right? Now we're going to go down here, all right, and this is where you let the system know what information you want to show up on the page and be required, okay? So down here, all right, you see it already has the first name filled in for you. It already has that, and you want to click visible, right? And I'm going to put required, okay? Now, visible means they can actually see it on the opt-in page. Required means if they don't fill it in, they don't get to the next page, right? So I put visible and required for first name because I want to collect first names, right? Now, I don't do it for the last name. That's personal preference. You could do it how you like. Now, next thing right here is you see that the email is always going to be visible and required. It's an opt-in page. You got to collect the email address, right? So that's always going to be checked for visible and required, okay? Next, as you scroll down, remember that custom field we made where we said that we want to collect the phone number? That's why we did it ahead of time, all right? So in this case, I'm going to check that box, because remember that box means visible. I want it to show up, but me personally, I'm not going to make it required that they give me the phone number, but I do want it to show up so that way if they want to give me the phone number, they can, all right? And you could do the same thing, or you could just not use it all, right? But I wanted to show you that, all right? And you don't have to do anything here on a submit text button or anything like that. Just go ahead and hit add. All right, you see everything went through, and the way you can tell, it says green successfully updated. Now, it's worth me mentioning this because as I was learning this at first, the very first time I was learning it, I didn't realize that I had an error message up here, right? Because it wasn't like blaring red, it was just like a little soft pink, and I was trying to figure out what I did wrong. So anyhow, all right, look for the green says successfully updated, so that way you know you did it correctly. All right. The next thing that you're going to do as far as this particular part is you're going to need the actual HTML code, because that's what we're going to use to be able to integrate this with Clickfunnels, right? So to get that HTML code, I'm going to go ahead and show you now how to get it, so that way you're aware. All right. So what you're going to do over here on actions, just going to hover over this little symbol, right? And then it'll pop up and say HTML. Click it. All right, now this pops up. Now, literally, all of this is the HTML code, all of it. Don't leave any of it out. All right, and to make sure you get all of it, this is what I do. I'll open up the whole window, and I'll make sure, let me just move my video out the way, okay? And I'll make sure that way I can see everything, and I'll get everything. So you're going to literally copy everything, right? Click and copy. You're going to literally copy everything. All right, so that is how you get that HTML code. So far you have basically completed everything that you need to complete on the side of Sendshark Autoresponder, so that way we'll be good and set to do the integration along with Clickfunnels. Well, all right, now hopefully you've enjoyed that and found it a lot of value from that tutorial on how to integrate Sendshark Autoresponder with Clickfunnels. All right, definitely, like I told you, there is a part 2. I'll leave the link below to that part 2, so you can go ahead and rock out with that and complete the setup. If you have not went ahead and jumped on board with Sendshark Autoresponder, where you can get 50,000 subscribers, right? You have space for 50,000 subscribers for only $25 a month. That is the current price right there. You want to get it before, before that price goes up, right? Definitely jump on that. I will put that link, the very first link in the description will be the link for that. So you can jump on that. And of course, like I told you, I definitely have some cool bonuses for you. If you do go ahead and join my team, Team Dee Car Lady, right, with the Sendshark Autoresponder, you're going to go ahead and get access to my private Facebook group, all right, for ongoing support and marketing training, because I definitely am big on marketing. So you're definitely going to learn some tips and tricks from me inside of my private Facebook group. Okay. Next, you're also going to get access to a email sequence that you can really use for any business opportunity. I'll make that available to you. So it doesn't matter if you're an Easy One Up, My Econ, National Wealth Center, 30-day success formula. It doesn't really matter what, business opportunity that you're in, and you're going to be able to use this email sequence that you have access to, for, and kind of tweak it for all of those different businesses. All right. Just for joining my team. All right. And the last bonus that I have for you is a complimentary vacation stay, right? We're talking about places like Orlando, Las Vegas, Cancun, Spain. That's right. We're talking about a value of up to $1,500. All right. The only thing you have to take care of, guys, for that vacation stay is going to be the taxes and resort fees, which is customary for any type of resort style hotel. All right. So you take care of the taxes and resort fees, but that actual stay, the actual hotel stay, is going to be complimentary. All right. And once again, these bonuses are definitely because you're joining with my link below and joining Team Dee Car Lady. All right. Other than that, guys, please do like the video, share the video, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so, and crush that bell, all right, that bell icon right next to the subscribe button, so that way you can be alerted the very next time I come out with content, because I'm definitely bringing it to you every single week. All right. Other than that, guys, go ahead, catch part 2, and we're gonna take this ride to the top, baby. All right, and we out.